What's up, beautiful people, and welcome back to Modality Monday. Man, I hope everybody is having an amazing day, and thank you for tuning in. Thank you for checking out Modality Monday. For anybody that's new, for anybody that's returning, thank you. And we're going to dive into it. Today's Modality Monday is about one of my favorite subjects, one of my favorite modalities. It's about fasting. You guys have heard me talk about fasting before, and I'm just kind of going over topics that I've spoken about before because, like I've said in my previous videos, the deeper that I get into my practices and the more I progress on my journey, I like to share new tools, new insights, new revelations that I've gained on these modalities that I practice. And we're going to get into it. So, you know how we're going to start? Cheers to your love, your health, your wealth. Remember, you need to get hydrated wherever you're at. So, just to start, I really took my healing journey very seriously about 5 years ago now. And you guys hear me talk about the three principles that reoccur in all the scriptures. That's fasting, meditation, and prayer. And since I've started this healing journey, I practice all three of these modalities very consistently. And as I grow in these practices, I feel like I just keep getting better. I feel like I keep leveling up as a human being. I feel like my vitality has increased tenfold. I feel like my connection to myself and my connection to other people has grown in some magnificent and beautiful ways. And all these practices are very remedial, for your health. They're very healing. So we're gonna get into it about fasting. So, I mean, if you live in America, if you're like me, I'm pretty sure that you've heard the story of Jesus doing a 40-day water fast, 40 days and 40 nights. I have not done a 40-day water fast yet. My longest water fast has been 21 days. 21 days of just water. I did that about 2 or 3 years ago, and it completely changed my life. It changed how I view my relationship with food. It made me extremely grateful to be able to have access, especially in America. Like, we're so blessed. We have access to food and water. I mean, if I really, really needed to, I would never do this probably ever again in my life. But if I needed to, I could get $1.50 and go get a burger at a fast food spot. Like, we have everything that we need. And during all my fasting experiences, it just has made me so grateful. So that's what I'll kind of lead into is, what benefits does fasting have for your body? And the benefits that I've seen for myself and people around me that I know that practice fasting is the gratitude it gives you for life and food to eat, the connection it gives you with yourself, the connection it gives you with others around you, the connection it gives you to God. Because when you're in a fasting state, you're very clear, you're very clairvoyant. So you just have this energy just like flowing through you. And you can get a lot of profound messages and downloads, and your intuition just kicks in super strong. Fasting is, if not number one, top two, top three healing modalities for your body, because when you're fasted, your body doesn't have to concentrate and work on breaking down food and breaking down some of the toxins in your body from the foods and beverages that you consume. When you're fasted, you're allowing your body to do what it's supposed to do, which is heal. And another amazing benefit of fasting is just the clear-headedness that comes with it. And to say that there's tools out here to help you, and the fact that so many people don't tap into them, it's almost like you're doing a disservice to yourself. No one else but yourself. Because we have everything here that we need to succeed. We have all the tools and understandings here to live the healthiest lives that we can. And fasting is one of the number ways that you can take care of yourself. And I know that a doctor in the medical field, in the medical industry, if he recommended fasting to somebody, he would lose his license. And to me, the fact that, I know that the medical industry makes money off of our sickness, the fact that someone could lose their license by telling you something that would actually benefit you lets me know, me personally, all that I need to know, that I probably should be fasting more often, right? So the science behind the health benefits of fasting is that there's a stage that your body can hit called autophagy. And autophagy is basically where you're putting your cells under oxidative stress. So the easiest way to see that is almost like, imagine your cells, there's a gym for your cells to go to and work out. That's what happens when you fast. And after about 12 hours of no eating, your body hits autophagy. So the more stress that your cells are under, it's like the more they work to do what they're supposed to do, which is rehabilitate the body, which is, to break down nutrients, which is to heal, parts in your body that need to be worked on. So the longer you fast, the more this process of autophagy kicks in. The longer you fast, the more powerful the autophagy process is. So the longer you fast, the more powerfully your body's going to be able to heal itself. And then the more your body's going to be able to rejuvenate itself. And from the things that I've seen in my life and my life experiences, I've seen people who have all these illnesses and diseases and sicknesses that fast, and their diseases and sicknesses and illnesses go away. Because again, if your body's not concentrating on breaking down all the food that we're constantly putting in our body, it's able to do what it does best, which is to eliminate waste and allow your cells to regenerate parts in your body that need healing. And there's so many different types of fast that you can try. I really love water fasting. I'm pretty intense guy, so if I can do a practice that, whatever intensity of the practice, I'm gonna go full out in the intensity. So I always recommend doing a 3-day water fast for anyone that's new to fasting, or at least start off with 1 day of water, of just water, not eating, just to see how your body reacts to it, and just to get into the knowing of, hey, I'm not gonna die by not eating for 1 day. So there's water fast, there's juice fasting, there's intermittent fasting, where you pick a time period, a time window to eat. So say you picked a 6-hour window. So from 12 p.m. to 6 p.m., you can only eat in that 6-hour window. Anything outside of that window is just maybe tea and water. And what that does is allows your body to break down your food more efficiently, so you're not eating right before you go to bed. Because most people, they eat, and I used to do it. I used to eat all this crap. I used to go out and party, and then I used to eat McDonald's, all this fast food right before I go to bed. And then I'd wake up feeling like crap. Why? Because sleeping is rest, right? What happens during rest? You're supposed to rest your body so it can rejuvenate. So if we're constantly, whether it's fast food or whatever it is, whether you're pumping your body with food right before you go to bed, you're not allowing your body to do what it's supposed to do in a state of rest, which is heal itself and recover. It's now trying to rest and work. That's not beneficial to anybody, right? So giving yourself about 3-hour window before you go to bed to let your body digest, so that when you're sleeping, your body does what it's supposed to do, and you'll realize how refreshed you'll wake up. Most people eat right before they go to bed, and then boom, they wake up and have breakfast. When does your body get a chance to heal? When does your body get a chance to digest? It doesn't if you're constantly living that life. And we've been programmed to have the breakfast, lunch, and dinner, the 3 days a meal. You'll actually notice if you cut down those 3 big meals into about 2 meals in a controlled hourly time frame, plus little snacks, your body is gonna be more productive, you're gonna have more energy, and you're just gonna feel better overall. So I always recommend, this is just my suggestion, my recommendation through, living this lifestyle, is do not eat 3 hours within waking up, and do not eat within 3 hours of going to bed. You want your body to be able to eliminate the food, and you want your body to be able to digest the food in a healthy way. And the best way to do that is with intermittent fasting. So the benefits of fasting I explained, and how to fast I explained, and my journey with fasting I explained. So if anyone has any questions, any more questions about fasting, or figuring out what kind of fast would work for you, or how to fast, or the emotions, what you're gonna go through during fasting. And that's another thing. Another benefit of fasting is, oh man, I've had so many people who, maybe I've influenced to fast, and they'll fast and then they'll call me crying, and they're like, man, why am I crying during this fast? And my very first fast that I did, I cried. And it's because a lot of us use food as comfort and support and to mask things. So if you don't have time to run out and get food, if you don't have time to, suppress the feelings and emotions that you're suppressing through your eating, they have to come out. They have to come up. So when you fast, all these emotions and all these feelings come out. Is because you're healing on the inside. Everything that's outside of you starts on the inside. So any feelings of frustration and anger, you can't get that outside. It has to start inside. So when you fast, you allow these things to come to the surface, and you can sit with them and process them and hopefully integrate them so they no longer bother you. So fasting is a spiritual cleanse, it's a physical cleanse, it's an emotional and mental cleanse. It's so powerful for your overall health. Even if it's just a day. Like, listen, there's 365 days in a year. You can go 3 days straight without eating and you will not die. You want to know how I know this? It's because I've gone 21 days with no food. I know people that have gone 40 days with no food. I know people that have gone 56 days, 90 days with no food. Like, it's very possible. Yourself, your true self, your soul, your spirit is capable of doing some amazing things. It's like one of the scriptures said, the mind is willing, but the body is weak. Your spirit does not eat off of bread alone. Like I said before, if we have these modalities and these tools that are here to help us, tap into them. Just tap into them. They're here for you. They've been passed down from our ancestors. They've been passed down from generations and generations because our ancestors weren't living this fast-paced lifestyle. They weren't eating fast food. If they weren't, if they weren't dying from natural causes and things like that, or whatever it was, back in the day they were living longer lives. Why? Because they were eating the natural foods. They were eating healthy foods. They were eating foods that weren't chemically processed and pumped with all these chemicals and all these hormones and things like that. We got to get back to our true self, our true nature, and fasting is one of the most powerful ways to do that. So if anyone has any more questions about fasting, what my journey looks like, how to start your journey, or you're just curious about anything, please feel free to tap in. I'm here for you. I'm here to answer any questions. I'm here to give you more guidance, more knowledge. It's been amazing. And like I always say, we either have our dreams or we live our dreams. And fasting is such a beautiful way to bring your dreams into fruition, but make sure that you're around healthily to be able to see your dreams through and to live them as long as you can. So I hope everybody has an amazing day. Thank you for tuning in. Bless, love, health, and wealth. Blessings. Peace.